So, hello to this tutorial. I'm Data, and today I'm going to show to you the updated version of how to data mine Valorant. This tutorial is aimed for the after patch 2.02 update, which broke UModel and FModel. So, this is a tutorial to help you get all the problems and export to Blender and also create shaders for the meshes. So, let's jump right in. So first we're gonna download all the needed files, which are all in the link in the description. We have the UModel fixed version. This was fixed by Spirit of Odd. This guy found a problem in UModel and he made some changes to it and uploaded it in the forum. So you're gonna click this button right here and it will download immediately the file. I have it downloaded, so I don't need to download it again, but I'm gonna show a step which you need to do also extra for the UModel. So you have to go to the UModel website, which is right here, and you need to find the latest version of it, which is in downloads. So after you download this, the Win32 version for Windows, you're gonna need to go to the files, find where is this UModel Valorant, copy this and go to the UModel 32 Win32 folder after you extracted it and copy right here. As you saw before, this UModel Valorant folder doesn't have the needed files to run it, so you have to drop it right here so it has support for this file called SDL to DLL. So it will work. Don't click umodel.exe, but umodels_valorant.exe, because this version works with Valorant. Now for the umodel, this link is by the original creator of fmodel. You just need to download it and it's done. You unzip it and it's ready to go. Now for Blender, you need to download the 2.83 long-term support version because it's the only one which works with these two. This is the PSK PSA and the shader for Valorant. Only this version works for uh, these two types of Blender add-ons. So after you download it for Windows, which it says is in the Windows Store, but you can also download it right here in the LTS release 2.83.13. It's the MSI or zip file if you want it portable. After you downloaded it, the Blender, you need to download also these two. So first we download the import PSK and PSA file, which is to import the Unreal Engine files to Blender because they are not default supported. So go to code or here, download zip, and it's downloaded. After you do that, you go to Blender. You go to Blender, Preferences, Install, and after you have unzipped it, you can find that you have a after you unzipped it, you can find that you have a Python file called with 280 in the end. That's the correct one. So basically this right here, this Python file here, after you click it, it's gonna work for a Blender. So we are done with the import add-on. Now for the Valorant shader, we're just gonna download this folder right here. So download here. And it's done. So this is the Valorant shader created by LeBrawler. He is in Twitter too, so you can check his work out. Now that we have downloaded all the necessary files to make this tutorial, we're gonna go straight to exporting files from UModel. So now we are in UModel. They will show you how to use UModel. UModel, you click right here to find where you save the game. You go to C if you saved it in C files, Riot Games, Valorant, Live, Shooter Game, Content, Packs, and here it is. You just select this folder, click Override Game Detection, Unreal Engine 4 because this is the version Valorant is created in, 4.24. It may change in the future. So if you want to make sure how it changes, you just go to the Valorant executable, which is right in this folder, and you click right click it, or sorry, left click it, and you can check in the details section in which version the game is compiled in. You can also choose the sound for export only types if you want to export also audio files. But we're just gonna export meshes for this tutorial, so we're gonna go with meshes only. We click OK. So it requires us the AES key. So what is in AES key? It is a key which is used to encrypt all the files, so you cannot easily find them. So the ES key is in the link in the description. So if you want to just copy and paste it and not be able to write all of it because it's very long, so I'm just gonna go to my file which I saved it in my PC and copy and paste it right here. So you're gonna see that it is extracting all the files, and here they are. Now you can just like explore and do whatever you want, but we're just gonna like I'm just gonna show you what we're gonna do. So I'm going to go to equipables, which all the guns, bodies, and finishes are. I'm going to guns, rifles, AK, which stands for Vandal, Cyberpunk 2, which is a collection, first person models, which is how you see the models in the game, models, which is all, and you can see here that all the necessary components uh, to download to export the files are here. So the scale mesh is the uh, total mesh, or like the total gun designed, and the magazine is where like the magazine is where the magazine is stored in, because they do different bones for different stuff, like a magazine or the recharger for the gun and everything else. So if you want to export them, you can export them in a folder, like all the files of it, and you just click export folder content. Now what you have to see for this skeletal mesh and static mesh. So you just select actor X and actor X for both of them, and if you want textures uncompressed, like the full quality of them, you just click uncompressed. But if you want them lower quality ones, they are TJ and PNG. So you click OK. I'm not gonna do it because I have them already exported. You just click OK, and that's it. So we are done in UModel. Now let's go to FModel and show you how to be able to run FModel Valorant in it. So now we are in FModel. FModel, it has a pretty good looking design, so it's easier to use. FModel was used for Fortnite in the beginning, but now it also has support for Valorant. So what we're gonna need to do is go to settings for the first time. Go to settings, change game, and if it is Fortnite on the first time, you're gonna change it to Valorant or Valorant Live. If you want all the files, you click Valorant Live because it's recommended. But if you want only the files that you have installed in your PC, click Valorant. It has the path automatically written to it, so it's convenient and fast. We click OK, and now we have Valorant set up. Now for the AES key, you select that in files, click AES, copy and paste the key again here, and click OK. Now to load all the files, packages, load all. As you see, they're all loaded, and you can just scroll through. One thing that I like about Fmod, it also has an audio player and a search tab, which in search tab you can search everything that the game has. For example, the Cyberpunk 2. Here we're gonna see which this body, for example, DF. Clicking it, and it's also gonna show a preview of that texture. Not all textures have this preview thing. Only DF textures, which are diffuse types, and these icons, which are like PNG files, or sort of like that. But also in Fmod, here you can show what is written, like the code. For example, if you go to blueprints, like coin, materials, DF, or stuff, you can see here which everything is described perfectly. So to export something or extract something in Fmodel, you just go click it, click extract, and it's all done. You can save it in a folder if you want, but Fmodel saves it in the folders which are created in documents, so you go search right there. This was all for Fmodel. Now we go to Blender, and I'll show you how to import the meshes and also install the add-ons. So now we are in Blender. In the beginning I showed you how to install the PSK PSA file. So after we have done that, you just go to import, select PSK, go where you go to the folder or place where you save the files, game, we're gonna search for the Cyberpunk collection, where it is saved in equipables, guns, rifles, AK, Cyberpunk 2, first person, models, and here they are. So we're gonna test only level 1 skull mesh and the magazine skull mesh. So we select this, the first one, we delete this cube, so we don't need it, and here it is. All you see right here is the gun extracted but without textures. We're gonna do the textures in shading afterwards. Now to also, you need to import the magazine too, because well, without magazine it isn't a full looking gun. Magazine, import PSK, then you need to right here somewhat just slide it right there. Cool. No, it doesn't look good. Okay, maybe, I don't know. Probably here, I don't know, it looks good. So now after we have done this, we go to shading, and those shaders that we had downloaded before, we can add them to Blender like this. We go to file, append, which means to connect something. We go to where we save it, Valerian Shader by LeBrawler version 1.1, click it right here, and you're going to search for node tree. So node tree is where all the necessary components are. So you just click Valorant Shader by the brawler, append, and it is in the game. So what you need to do for shading, you select this, you select the first one, the skull mesh. The one thing that Blender does it good is that it connects the texture files for this and the magazine together, so you don't need to select them both. You click use nodes, you delete the principal BSDF, which is the default, and you go to add, search for the not Valorant shader by the brawler. Texture output, you connect it to the surface, and as we can see, it's already inputted. So now we have to search for the files that were saved. Here, Blender has a very good tab for people which are experienced in Blender. They might know this. For those who are new, you can search everything where you save. So I'm in documents. I will go to my folder where I saved everything. So Valorant skins here, game, is in equipables, guns, rifles, AK for Vandal, Cyberpunk, first person. Sorry, it is in materials. Okay, so now we have all the materials which are needed to compile this gun. Everything. So the first one is the diffuse tab. You don't need to change everything, just connect the color to the DF. And it's gonna show the colors right in. You make it, you click this button right here to make it like less messy, because it gets very messy. And now we're getting it says the MAR, okay, it's this, I think. Yes. MRA, MRS, I don't know what it stands for, but it is a texture type of file. You go to here and click linear, because it is not a color one. So we do this again for this. We go to AAM, or no, yep, AAM. We connect color to AAM. And last one is this Cyberpunk. This is the normal texture. So normal texture is a texture for like depth and stuff to give it more like beautifulness to the gun. We also select linear to this color and connect it to here. So I think we're basically done. So you see also the magazine got them. For the stickers you need to like attach them individually, because the stickers are saved in I think different places, if I'm not wrong. So I think they're saved in different places, or maybe in here in chromas, because you have like different materials. We can also change the materials here. For example, let me delete this and take this chrome of the diffuse file. Oh, I did a mess. We connect it to the diffuse one. Click right here, and as you see, it's already done. If you zoom in, you can see that it is like perfectly. It has all the necessary components. It has that shininess, all the things that are needed to actually look good for a gun. So this was basically all the tutorial. If you find it helpful, please, if you can, give a like. If you didn't find it helpful, there's a button for it, just dislike. And if you really like this video, subscribe. Thank you, and see you in the other videos.